Living in Leander feels like you've upgraded your house and downgraded your impulse decisions. You get more space, newer neighborhoods, a calmer pace, but you also get construction cones, longer drives, and a life that's way more scheduled than you expected. Today, I'm giving you the raw reality of living in Leander in 2026. What's great, what's mildly annoying, and what nobody mentions until you've already unpacked, and how Leander compares to the other Austin-ish towns around it. Because here's the thing. Every suburb around Austin has its own personality. Some are Costco core, some are Stepford, some are Austin light, and Leander is suburban hill country with Austin in its background and construction in its foreground. Culture take. Leander feels like that new build neighborhood section of your TikTok feed became a real town. Hey, I'm Sean Tips, your unofficial Austin vibe guy. Let's get into it. Before we talk vibes, trades, and construction cones, let's answer the basic question. Where is Leander? Leander sits about 40 minutes northwest of downtown Austin, depending on traffic, your route, and whether the toll gods are smiling on you. It stretches between both Williamson and Travis County, which matters for things like taxes, services, and school zoning. Most people just think it's a North Austin suburb, but technically it's its own city and fast-growing one at that. And when I say fast-growing, I mean hold on to your hard hat fast. Its population exploded in the early 2020s. The 2020 census had population at 59,202. The 2024 estimated population is 87,500. That's not growth, that's a growth spurt. Entire neighborhoods have popped up, new schools opened, retail followed, rooftops. It went from sleepy edge suburb to major player in the North Austin corridor in just a few years. Now let's talk housing, because that's a big reason why people move here. As of 2026, Leander's median home price sits around $419,000. Austin proper, closer to $530,000. That gap is the hook. That's why so many buyers look north and go, wait, I can get how much more house for that price? Leander is what we call a bedroom community, meaning a lot of residents work elsewhere, Austin, the Domain, Round Rock Tech corridor, but live here for space and price point. And it's especially popular with families. Why? Leander ISD. The district has built a strong reputation across the region for highly rated schools, strong extracurriculars, athletics, and newer facilities. For a lot of buyers, the school zoning alone is the deciding factor. So geographically and economically, here is the snapshot. You're not in Austin. You're not in rural Texas either. You're in a suburban hill country expansion mode. It's newer, it's growing, it's family oriented, and it's about 40 minutes from downtown Austin on a good day. Now that we've placed it on the map, let's talk about what it actually feels like to live here. Raw truth, it's booming, and booming means cones, detours, brand new developments, and that moment where you drive past a field and go, wait, wasn't that empty last month? Leander is basically a city in beta. Every month comes with patch notes. New elementary school dropped. New HEB announced. New neighborhood with a pool and a name like Whispering Mesa Preserve at Deer Creek Ranch. Absolutely. But here's this spiritual test. Construction fatigue is real. If you hate construction, Leander is going to test you spiritually. Road expansions are constant. 183A is busy. Ronald Reagan is busy. Side roads are getting widened. And while all that is good for long-term, it's a short-term inconvenience. Living here is like watching a time-lapse video, except you're living inside the time-lapse. The upside, growth brings amenities. The downside, you are living in a before and after photo, and you're currently in the before. If you want my quick, where should I actually live vibe guide for the Austin suburbs, text me and I'll send it over. It breaks down Leander versus Cedar Park versus Georgetown versus Round Rock based on personality, commute, and lifestyle. Now let's talk about the one thing nobody escapes. In Leander, your car becomes your second living room. Even if you live close to things, the region is spread out, and that's just how North Austin works. You don't ask how far is it, you ask how many minutes, and is that during traffic? Need to get to downtown? Plan it. Need to get to the Domain? Time it. Need to make it to the airport? That's a calendar event. And yes, there is a Metro Rail. It's real, it works, it's small, it's helpful for certain commutes, but it's not New York. It's not hopping on a train every 6 minutes. So most people drive. You will develop favorite back roads. You will have opinions on 183 versus 183 toll. You will know exactly what time traffic builds up near Lakeline. Leander turns everyone into a part-time logistic coordinator. The trade, you get more space at home, but outside the home, you're mobile. If daily downtown access is your lifestyle, this might feel exhausting. If you're hybrid, remote, or only going to Austin occasionally, the trade feels worth it. Let's talk about why most people move here. The house. You move here for the house. And honestly, the house delivers. Compared to Austin proper, you often get newer construction, larger square footage, actual yard, garages that fit more than one car, modern layouts. Leander's where you finally get the 3-car garage, but then you never park in it. But here's the fine print. Property taxes in Texas are no joke. HOA rules can be enthusiastic. Prices have climbed a lot over the past years. Some neighborhoods have that everything is perfect, don't park here vibe. And because many communities are master planned, you see similar exteriors, similar layouts, similar streetscapes. That's not bad. It just means the aesthetic is cohesive. If you love order and clean curb appeal, you'll thrive. If you want funky, historic, one-of-a-kind charm, you may feel boxed in. The house win is real. You just understand the ongoing costs and neighborhood culture before you actually commit. Leander is a family magnet. Parks, playgrounds, youth sports, highly rated schools, weekend tournaments. This place is built for strollers, sports schedules, and people who generally enjoy being at home. Leander is where your calendar starts winning. You'll notice something. Evenings are quieter, streets calm down earlier, the energy shifts towards routine. If you like quiet nights and early mornings, this is your zone. If you love chaos, unpredictability, and midnight taco runs as a personality trait, this may feel sleepy. Leander's energy is, let's be in bed by 10 because we have Costco and soccer tomorrow. And honestly, a lot of people love that. The chaos of Austin fades, the pace softens, you get space to breathe, but you trade the spontaneous city energy for predictability. Here's the honest answer everyone wants. Yes, you can eat well in Leander, but it's getting better every year. New restaurants are opening, local spots are improving, breweries and patios are expanding, but it's not a wander around and accidentally discover something magical kind of town yet. The vibe is dinner, dessert, home. For nightlife, you're usually leaving Leander. You're heading downtown Austin, the Domain, maybe even Cedar Park for certain spots. Leander nights are more patio dinner and a Target run than we blacked out and found enlightenment. And again, that's not bad. It's just different. If your idea of a great Saturday is chill dinner, quiet streets, and a movie at home, perfect. If you need buzzing bar scene within walking distance, this isn't that. Well, who's Leander perfect for? Families, remote hybrid workers, people who want newer homes and more space, buyers priced out of Central Austin, people who like calm and don't need nightlife nearby, planners. If you like predictability, structure, and space, Leander makes a ton of sense. Not ideal for people who want walkability, people who want the city, the spontaneous life of the city, people who hate new construction, people who need daily downtown access, people who do not want HOA rules. If you want Austin energy daily, Leander will feel way too quiet. If you want Austin access without Austin chaos, Leander makes a lot of sense. That's the trade. Leander is a trade I've seen a lot of people be happy with. As long as you're honest about the commute and the lifestyle, the house usually is the easy part. The lifestyle fit, that's what makes it or breaks it. If you're thinking about moving to Leander, text me Leander and I'll send you my neighborhood breakdown, the commute reality map about where you work and which part of Leander matches your lifestyle, because more houses, great. But it only works if being less spontaneous is actually what you want. And that's the raw reality of living in Leander, Texas in 2026.